We finna get into some Akademiks and Charlamagne, the God. Let's go.
Akademiks is finally done playing nice with Charlamagne the God, and he has officially declared war on Charlamagne the God. Today is officially day one of the war. Because Roc Nation has been targeting DJ Akademiks and going after him, it looks like DJ Akademiks is finally sick and tired of Charlamagne the God playing point man and narrative runner for Jay-Z. And if Roc Nation and Jay-Z is going after him and Charlamagne the God is in bed with them playing point man for him, Akademiks now views Charlamagne the God as an enemy. Akademiks, for the first time in his life, has called Charlamagne the God compromised. Now, Akademiks have hinted, has alluded to this, but for the first time ever, Akademiks have finally said publicly Charlamagne the God is compromised. And this is a big deal, and I don't think Charlamagne the God would take this lightly. Now, listen, I hate to say I told y'all so. I hate to say I told y'all so. A lot of y'all hopped in my DM saying, "Flock, goddamn thing, Act don't want no smoke with Charlamagne." I said, well, what do you mean he don't want no smoke with Charlamagne, man? Y'all said, "Flock, are you capping? Act don't want no smoke with Charlamagne. It ain't war." I said, why y'all say that? Why y'all doubting my report? And you said, bruh, Act just did a live stream where he's waving a white flag to Charlamagne, where he's telling Charlamagne, let's hop on the phone. Let's fix this, bro. I said, I can't say no such thing, man. Y'all said, yes, he did. Y'all said, Flacco. Act said, Charla, pick up the phone. Yeah, it called me. It's Livingston. I said, nah. I can't say that, bro. Then y'all showed me this video as proof. And I look at the video, and the video was not proof of what y'all was saying. The video y'all showed me where y'all claim Act was waving a white flag, that video I saw showed me Akademiks telling Charlamagne, hey, bro, hop on the phone with Grand, man. Grand the homie, you the homie, bro. Let me fix y'all issues. But for some reason, everybody thought that because Akademiks said he wanted to put Charlamagne and Grand Wizard on the phone to fix their issues, that this was proof that Charlamagne and Akademiks were cool and Akademiks didn't want no smoke with Charlamagne.
Oh, I definitely believe maybe you're kind of seen as like a mouthpiece for them, but I don't want Grand Wizard or any of the chat be posting anything negative about you. We love you. You're a legend. Let's get you on a call and figure out why this went left. Because in all of the agendas for Akademiks TV or otherwise, none of it says just hate Charlamagne. Akademiks TV loves Iceman. Akademiks TV basically is counteracting a lot of Roc Nation propaganda. Truth in all these situations when it comes to hip-hop media. Beefing with Charlamagne, I don't believe gets to that goal. But Charlamagne, I just want to facilitate this piece meme.
I didn't get what y'all got from that. What I got from that was Charlotte the homie, Grand the homie, let's bridge the gap. But I think ever since then, Akademiks went on vacation immediately afterwards, probably indulged in the ayahuascas, the psychedelics, and he had an epiphany. And the epiphany spelled out what I think a lot of us already knew, which is, hold on, Charlamagne is not separate from my ops. Charlamagne is not an independent party from Roc Nation. Wait, hold on. Charlamagne knows that they were outside of Grand's house because he's talking to Roc Nation, and he won't tell me who told him, because if he told me, then and I think while on vacation, Akademiks came to the conclusion that, okay, Charlamagne the God ain't his friend no more. That Charlamagne the God ain't somebody he could trust no more. I think Akademiks came to a conclusion. The psychedelics worked. And now Akademiks,
that nigga had to chill back, smoke smoke some thrax real fast, some real good thrax. And like, damn. Oh shit! Bro.
publicly walking back what he said in that audio. Now he's fully calling out Charlamagne the God and putting it on the table. Akademiks rattled off a lot of tweets last night, going off on Jay-Z, Roc Nation, and individual creators that he believes are shills for Roc Nation. So Akademiks go, Jay-Z has an open investigation into smear campaigns from fan pages, and Billboard gives that weak freestyle best hip-hop song of the year? yeah, Roc Nation might have to crumble. All they doing is trying to lie to us. We have eyes and ears and a brain. Jay-Z propaganda won't work. Understand the context here. Akademiks is on vacation with nothing but time. His mind is being unclogged. He's smelling the breeze. He's finally thinking and putting things together. He's like, hold on, bruh. Yo, maybe Roc Nation do gotta go, bro. Roc Nation gotta crumble, yo.
Bro.
Because Akademiks is witnessing, yo, no, this is dangerous what they're doing. Nah, hold on, bro. Yo, they trying to create a monopoly in hip-hop media, bro. Anybody who's against Roc Nation, they trying to crumble and kill. No, this is not cool. So his mind is unfogging, and he's, like, in real time, tweeting out the thoughts that are coming to his mind. Akademiks continues. He goes, Roc Nation finna pull a political alignment this year. They got all their puppets working hard. Again, they got all their puppets working hard. Just keep that line in your head. They got all their puppets working hard. Keep that line in your head. Let's continue. They call in any criticism smear campaigns. Do not be fooled. These people are evil. What is the context to that tweet? What happened this week that inspired that tweet from DJ Akademiks? Well, Jay-Z being called out for doing the Target exclusive deal when black folks and black activists are supposed to be boycotting Target for not living up to their promise to the black community.
Facts.
Akademiks is sitting back and he's witnessing Jay-Z doing something that's clearly foul and wrong. And then other people trying to manipulate the audience to make it seem as if what Jay-Z did is the same as what other people did, right? And instead of them calling out what the other people did as wrong for doing business with Target, they're now even trying to undermine the Target deal by claiming, why are we even boycotting Target anyway? We was boycotting Target until Jay-Z did a deal with Target. Now, all of a sudden, why are we boycotting Target anyway? So Akademiks is sitting back and watching people like, again, Charlamagne the God and others, all right, going to bat for Jay-Z. So Charlamagne the God Akademiks sent out that tweet like, yo, pay attention. The people who are speaking up for Jay-Z in this moment, when Jay-Z is clearly compromised, whenever black folks is boycotting something, they call Jay-Z to get us to stop boycotting them. Pay attention to the cycle here, and the cycle ain't hard to see, okay?
That's true.
Anybody who don't see the cycle or who's trying to tell you,
man, real shit, chat. He did it in the NFL. No, I'm saying not this shit. Like, come on, man. Hey, we need to wake up as a people.
or trying to use mental gymnastics and backflips to explain why Jay-Z ain't compromised and why this ain't good. You getting paid, use a shield, man. F our faces, bruh. F out our face, bro. Use a shield, homie. I mean, bruh. Nah, man. But you know, Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar dropped his thing in 2024, bro, before the Target boycott. Use a shield, homie. Now, Akademiks is finally getting to a point where he's sick of it. He's had enough. Ain't no more friends in media for Ak, bro. Akademiks continues. He goes, there's like 3 ninjas in hip-hop media who can't hide the fact they're getting paid to spread narratives from Roc Nation. Damn. There's 3. I can probably tell you who the 3 are. I can probably tell you who the 3 is, okay? There's like 3 ninjas in hip-hop media, 3 who can't hide the fact they getting paid to spread narratives from Roc Nation. They ain't worth mentioning because not one of the pay narratives have been believed or worked. We just laughed at them. Ninjas for trying. Now, Ak is very specific when he says 3, and I think y'all can use your brains and figure out who the 3 is. I don't got no friends in this media stuff, so I'm gonna tell you guys who I think the 3 is, because I can't burn relationships. I don't got those bridges to burn, okay? Charlamagne the God, for sure, Ak is talking about Charlamagne the God. And I think with Charlamagne at this point, I think Charlamagne is just so embedded in the Roc Nation narratives that I don't even think he cares anymore, bro, if he's viewed as a Roc Nation shield. Because like at this point, he's in too deep, bro. Right? Whenever Charlamagne the God speaks, we just sees that as a Roc Nation vessel, and I don't even get mad at Charlamagne the God anymore for that. B. 100% fact. B. and Elliot damn near owe their entire lives and livelihood to Roc Nation at this point. Roc Nation is like the only ones offering deals to Elliot Wilson and B. So B. kind of has to go out on a limb. He kind of has to defend Jay-Z and anybody else Roc Nation wants him to defend. And the third person I think is Joe Budden. But I think Joe Budden is sick and tired of running these Roc Nation narratives now, bruh. He's sick and tired of playing Fox for Roc Nation. And Joe Budden has just put it out there. Hey, bruh, I'm compromised. Roc Nation is the home team. I'm not saying nothing bad about Roc Nation. Instead of me sitting here and lying on behalf of Roc Nation and having y'all criticize me, I'ma just not say nothing at all. And he admitted that on his last podcast in the last episode. And that's what I think everyone is asking for. Just be honest. If you compromise, you compromise. And Joe Budden admitted to being compromised on his last podcast. Now, Akademiks continued, okay? And he says, to y'all paid Roc Nation shills, the point of y'all getting paid is for your narratives to actually be believed. Y'all spreading narratives that we all looking at like, ninja, please. Get better quickly or Jay-Z gonna fire y'all. Y'all know how he get down. He likes results. That's a fact. Now, this is where Akademiks, after saying all of that, right? Now, keep in mind, he just said all of that. He just said Roc Nation shills, they puppets, they compromise. All of y'all is compromised. So Akademiks then put a name to it. And Charlamagne the God won't like the name that Akademiks just put to it. Not only did Akademiks call out Charlamagne the God by name, but he called Charlamagne the God a Roc Nation shill. Being a shill, as somebody who gives an opinion for a living, is like the greatest insult anybody can ever give you. And if Charlamagne the God hears what we're about to hear and come back on his podcast the next week talking about, I love Ak, it's not war, you soft, homie. You is Paul. You know what? If you come back on his podcast after seeing this and play coy and say, man, I don't know. Why they trying to make it seem like me and Ak got beef? He just disrespected you in the worst way anybody can ever be disrespected in media. Any one of these new media dudes call me a shill is F you for life. We not cool ever. So if Charlamagne the God hears what Akademiks about to say about him and comes back on that podcast next week and start pretending like, I don't know why this saying we beat, man, DJ Akademiks. Livingston Allen tweeted to his personal Akademiks page, not Akademiks TV. He posted to Akademiks that he runs himself. He posted, it hurts my heart watching my hip-hop media idol Charlamagne spit Roc Nation talking points. I'm speechless. I was proud of Joe Budden, though. At least he not on script, even though he def love him some Hove. And Joe, don't get too happy. That was a shot too, bruh. All right. He just saying, yo, you compromised, but at least you not like just reading off the script as Charlamagne the God and others are. And he goes, the rest of y'all shills, I don't care. Y'all voices ain't loud enough. Now, he says, Charlamagne spit Roc Nation talking points. I'm speechless. And then ended the sentence with, all of y'all, including you, Charlamagne, y'all are shills. I don't care. Y'all voices ain't loud enough. He said, Charlotte, your voice ain't loud enough. I'm so proud of you, bro. This has been coming for such a long time. I'm so happy that Ak is finally putting it on the flow. I know Ak has been very unhappy at Charlamagne the God for a lot of things over the years, right? But Ak has kind of given Charlamagne the God a benefit of the doubt a lot. But I don't think Ak is willing to give Charlamagne the God a benefit of the doubt anymore after that stunt he pulled this week. I think Akademiks is looking at Charlamagne the God as a full-on op at this point. See, when Charlamagne the God brought on Loon on his podcast, right, because he was about to sign Loon to the Black Effect Network, and he brought on Loon to have Loon go at Akademiks so Loon can get a moment off of Ak on Charlamagne's podcast, Ak kind of seen that and thought, damn, like, word? Like, you brought this dude on just to disrespect me? Because your first words out of your mouth was, hey, let's talk about that thing you said about Ak off camera. Let's talk about that. So you wanted him to go at Ak on that podcast. Ak felt disrespected. Ak felt, damn, bro, like, that ain't right. That ain't cool. Then Ak invites Charlamagne the God to his podcast multiple times. Charlamagne the God turns it down. Then Charlamagne the God brings on Lauren LaRosa. Now Lauren LaRosa all of a sudden is going at Ak. And Charlamagne the God is kind of bigging that up. And then when Ak goes back at Lauren LaRosa, now Charlamagne the God is like attacking Ak for going back at Lauren LaRosa, even though he didn't go. Yo, Ak has just seen a lot of nonsense, like trying to be the executive producer for a show that he didn't create by kind of manipulating Ak to get to revolt under false pretense. It's just a whole lot of nonsense, bruh. And Ak has been sick and tired of it. Ak has been sick and tired of all the underhanded stuff. Now he's putting it on the flow. And if Charlamagne the God comes back on that podcast, man, and pretend like, oh, why act doing this, why act saying this, then bro, you're not who we think you are, bro. Because the Charlamagne the main that I know is putting it on the flow too. I don't got no problems with Charlamagne. I like Charlamagne the God without Roc Nation, right? Right? Like I like Charlamagne the God in his independent takes, and I like Akademiks. I don't got no sides per se in this beef. But I'm on the side of right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if Charlamagne the God isn't better with Roc Nation, that's wrong. I'm on the side of right. But if Charlamagne the God plays scary, bro, and play coy, bro, that ain't respected. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? You think Akademiks is officially done with Charlamagne the God? Or do you feel like Charlamagne the God will find a way to get Akademiks?
Shit, he should be done with his ass, man. Fuck them niggas.